right, everyone, welcome back to the another episode of Passport Comedy Podcast. In this podcast, we are evaluating traveling comics to see if they are fit to do comedy in Turkey. Today, I'm joined with my co-host Aslı Akbay
Hello, I am Aslı Akbay. Hope you're all well.
and our lovely guest here, Chris Doering.
Hi, I'm
Hey.
already out because I'm not fit. I'm sorry. Come to very unfit.
All right, this was a short episode. Thanks for joining.
We'll be the judge of that, Chris. Hold on.
Yes,
Do you have
let's
to lift
see.
my shirt in this to prove
Maybe.
Well,
Depends
maybe.
if
Yeah,
you've shaved your nipples or not.
it's a requirement, actually.
Oh, of
Did
course,
you
yeah,
shave
yeah.
your nipples?
I did not shave my nipples. Also, I would assume that would help to get into Turkey. The hairier it is, the better it is. Also, didn't shave my asshole, so I thought that might be helpful.
Ooh, he
That's
went
into
straight to
Turkey.
the asshole.
Yes,
Murat,
yes.
Take it from here.
Actually, preferable not to shave your asshole. But yeah, I can imagine it now. Much
Yeah, you can
clearly.
collect crumbs.
So, to anybody who tuned in right in this episode, I just want everyone to shortly introduce themselves. I am Murat. Everybody, I'm doing comedy in Turkish and English for 10 years now. And I think I am the best judge in the world to see if the other people are fit to do comedy in Turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a cultivation of different cultures and languages. And I'm joined by my co-host, Aslı Akbay.
Yes, my name's Aslı Akbay. I grew up in London. I started stand-up over there. Then I moved to Istanbul. And then I started doing stand-up in Turkish for the first time, which was hard. And anyway, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward many years, I'm here at the table, joined by you lovely people.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and the man of the hour, Chris Doering. What's up with you? What's your story?
Oh yeah, I actually did started English comedy as well in London about 12, 13 years ago, like 2010, 2011. I did German comedy before that, which is a slightly different thing because we have this comedy tradition called cabaret, which is it's not that cabaret with like wigs and like people singing the gang gang or whatever. It's not that. It's more sort of a political, topical version of stand-up, sometimes sketch-based, and you do it in groups a lot of the times as
sketch
well.
satire stuff's kind of like
Kind of,
Spitting Image. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I remember that. It's a little bit like that, exactly. And so I did that for a while. And for those of you who are not familiar with cabaret and the difference to stand-up comedy, I always liken it to different musical genres, like stand-up, it's cool, it's like rock and roll, it's like dun dun dun, bam, pam, 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 pam. While cabaret is a lot more like jazz. It's like very slow, it's like dun 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 dun.
Like
Then
too
when I-
much of it can give you a headache. Basically.
Yeah, kind of. And when I
Yeah.
moved to London, I realized very quickly people hate jazz. So that's when I started doing stand-up. And then, I've been doing English stand-up ever since.
Have you done ever improv comedy?
Improv, not really. No, I did because I come from theater originally, so I did a lot of sort of like improvisational exercises. A lot of like the theater world, a lot of what you do for warm up is like improvisational exercises as well, but never really sort of improv comedy in like a group or anything like that.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear
Yeah.
that.
Lots of comics
There's
find.
always hate between sort
Yeah.
of the improv
Oh,
people and the stand-up
dude.
people.
You know why?
What's up with that?
I kind of put my finger on it the other time
Did
I
you?
was thinking
Okay,
about it.
that's why they're so unhappy and you're banned in England now. Okay.
No, I think the people who does improv comedy is a bunch of people who doesn't have enough courage to even friend zone each other, so they can they can come up with elaborate plans to just not have sex.
Lazy take. No, I think here's what I think it is. It's so improv is like a high wire act, like you see them sort of walk up and the amazing thing that's happening in the room is not because of the quality of what they're saying is really, really all that good, but it's amazing that they're not falling down and dying. So so the illusion of everything is happening here in the room in this very moment, everything build up. That's sort of what's amazing to the
Dude,
audience.
If I've bought
Well-
a ticket to see improv comedy, which is never going to happen, but if I bought a ticket to see improv comedy,
You want them to
at
crash
least,
and burn.
at least I would want them to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the least they can do. The thing is, sometimes it's very hard for improv comedy to be very good. That's the problem. There's
Yeah.
a lot of bad improv comedy.
Yeah.
It's not easy to come up with something amazing, like you're saying. That's
Precisely.
why It's
But that's
hit
why
and miss. It's
that's
hit
why I
and
feel
miss,
it's like a
you
high
know?
work. The fact that it's happening at all and it's not, they're not like metaphorically crashing and burning. That's the amazing thing that's happening. So the fact that it's happening at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
somehow,
long form
that's the
improv is
amazing- that's the
crazy. I've
amazing
seen
thing.
some
Yeah.
long improv stuff, and
Yeah.
it's where they go on for like 45 minutes, dude. Like
Yeah.
2 people.
And it's essentially the same. I mean, they change scenes in between a little while, but like sometimes it's
Yeah.
like a little theater play in a way, and it's about as funny. And
But because it's
being mean
improv.
again. No, but for stand up, and it's very different because people who come to stand up shows, they expect it to be funny, like from the get go. Like you gotta bring
Yeah.
some stuff.
Well thought out, structured material. Because
Yeah,
on the
not
improv,
necessarily. I mean, there's abstract comedians as well, and like part of their act is that it is so weird and chaotic. So you have these different varieties. There's enough room, I feel, in the genre for different types of comedy as well. I sometimes feel that even the art form of stand-up itself is a little bit restrictive, where everybody feels like, oh, this is the way to do it. Like specifically when we talk about like the sort of American and British type,
Yeah,
like
very
this is stand-up comedy.
formulaic.
This is what it is.
To me, it sounds like you find stand up maybe slightly restrictive because you started cabaret first.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm one of those people. I want to strive first to be good at this. So I feel like I'm one of those people. I want to master this first before I feel like I'm comfortable yet to branch out, because I've branched out before in just other art forms essentially. So then I don't necessarily have that need to do that as much. Yeah.
I see.
it's been 10 years, you said. Is it?
12, 13, like I started in 2010 when I went to
12,
Milan.
13 years. So this is a good tick on the box here on our evaluation form.
Oh yes, I really want to get into Turkey.
So,
I
what
almost
was the
forgot about this.
first ever? What was the first ever stand-up gig you ever did? Was that in London?
That was in London. That was in a very small back room of a cafe in Camden. I've forgotten what the name was.
Not Monkey Business.
No, it wasn't Monkey Business. I've forgotten. It was weird because I think they built it as sort of alternative open mic, and then the people were on
Do
stage.
you remember who was running it?
A guy called Warren, but
Okay, what year was
lost
that?
him. 2010.
10.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's yeah, and everybody who got on, they did that sort of a shtick where they were either trying to emulate Stuart Lee or doing something just completely offbeat.
Okay,
Like,
so there was like a
what is
theme.
this?
There was a theme as well then.
No, well, they called it sort of alternative comedy
Okay.
open mic. So yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. We already have the answers anyways, but just to check for passport reasons,
I'm taking
So-
notes.
what's your
Thank
birth date?
Birthday, February 26th.
Okay.
What star sign is that?
26th.
But the zodiac sign, I think it's Pisces, isn't it?
Doesn't even know his star sign.
That's
Is that a good
that's
sign or a bad
minus.
sign?
Well, we'll see in the evaluation
okay, I've got a
process.
question.
A
for you.
lot
Like,
of-
how does
a
how
lot
does,
of-
how does Islam feel about the zodiac signs?
Islam feels strongly about it.
Very strongly. It's an integral part of the minaret culture.
Yeah, but
It's like it's the morning prayer, and then let's check our star signs. What moon is Venus in?
yeah, because all the
Wow.
galaxies and stars were created by God.
Mm.
It's also well appreciated by Islam.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
So then I'm Pisces, inshallah, I guess.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
A comedian that doesn't know his own star sign.
Well, all right. You were
I mean-
born in East Berlin. Is
That's
that true?
right. Yeah, that's right. I grew
How
up
was
in
East Berlin
Germany.
growing up? Like
A lot of walls.
Like doing comedy growing up in Germany must be a tough decision. You know?
I mean,
How
like,
did you find your calling?
I mean, here's the thing. What you have to remember, like East Germany, East Berlin. I mean, we're part of the East Bloc, so we're Eastern Europeans in a way. I always find, specifically when you talk to other Eastern Europeans, you talk to like,
Yeah.
like
That's
Polish
why they're good
people,
at
Croatian
plastering.
people. Like it's always weird when you say, as an East Germans, you're also like from the East Bloc or Eastern European, because it's like saying you're Parisian in France, like I'm French, where everybody goes like, yeah, that's technically correct, but you're still an asshole. So you know what I mean? So it's always because we were like the in a way the most privileged people, because we sort of had the best
Yeah.
economy within the East Bloc. At the same time, our government was the worst within the East Bloc, because our government was I would say within the East Bloc, like the only government who actually believed in the whole nonsense, where everybody else was just like, I mean, we all know this is bullshit, but you know, what we gotta do. So they were
Yeah.
actually like ideologically convinced by this nonsense and sort of really sort of try to make this work and oppress everyone properly. So
One thing just sticked my mind.
I mean, he
what you
he
said.
got quite nervous at that question. You kind of rambled on for a little bit, and he's trying to.
oh, that's just me. I'm a rambler. I'm a serial
Yeah.
rambler.
no,
That's just what I do.
yeah, okay.
When people say you're French, you could have said asshole. That was the comment. Like it's a bit
No,
of
like if-
redundant, right?
My point, yes. My point is sort of that being Parisian in France is you're not typical French, sort of.
Yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
very different breed, and it's sort of like
Yeah, I
being East
get it.
German within these blocks. I'm sorry, I'm
So the
over-explaining
people
joke.
in
I'm sorry.
East Berlin
No,
believe
it's
they were
alright.
better than everyone else. Is that what you
No,
mean?
that's not what I'm saying. You're not listening to me. No, what I'm saying is that being East German is a different breed of Eastern European as the rest of Eastern Europe.
Yeah, I have the similar joke explaining attitude because I have this little beta narcissist inside me that never get enough attention from his father. So I have to explain my jokes. It's not about the other
All right,
parties.
Murat, let's get into this. Why do you think that is?
Have you seen The Wall?
The
Gro-
wall.
Yeah.
The Berlin Wall? Have I
Yes.
seen the yes, I've seen the Berlin Wall. Yes.
Growing up.
Wall. Although you know what's funny? To
No,
this
mate.
day, in my family, like my mum has this hilarious story about my past where I was with her with one of the groups of friends on an evening where they were out, and like one of the friends sort of out of the blue is like, do you know The Wall? And then obviously as a kid, when you're just being asked about it, my first question, what wall are you talking about? And that was hilarious to everyone because it's like obviously it wasn't clear to me that she was talking about the wall. It was like, what
So
wall? Is
Your
like that
first
wall?
joke. That was your first joke?
Yeah, sounds like.
Apparently.
What wall?
Accidental.
This one? Living room wall? My bedroom wall? Kitchen wall?
This kid
Yeah,
is
but
funny.
to this day, yeah, but unintentionally, that's the joke in my family that everybody finds
Yeah.
it hilarious how stupid I was not knowing what wall we're talking about.
What would you become if not a comedian?
What would I become if not a comedian? I don't know. I mean, here's the
You're
thing.
not allowed to say plastering, plumbing, and those
I'm not
typical
Polish.
Eastern European things. It's okay, you're still
That's your
Eastern European.
favorite porn genre. That's why she doesn't want to get aroused here.
I love that you're being down on Eastern Europeans with your Adidas tracksuit on, wearing the official flag of Eastern Europe.
Of course.
She's actually doing a Slav squat at the moment, but
Slavic squad, yeah, nice.
I'm sponsored by Adidas. dude.
Very good, very good. I used to have a life outside of comedy. So when I wasn't a full-time comedian, and that's one of the reasons I was in London to begin with, is I was a researcher. I worked in research.
What were you
so I would
researching?
probably do that. So I was a behavioral economist. So I
Oh.
used to do that type of stuff.
You were trying to find out how to make people spend more money, right?
pretty much, yes.
I'm asking you about behavioral.
Economics.
Phenomenomists.
Yes.
No,
Behavioral
first
economic.
word, first word.
Behavioral.
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 Yeah.
Behavioral economist.
Chris,
Was it
teach
your-
us English.
Funnily enough, I used to be an English teacher in Mexico.
Oh my
so
god.
funny.
Was that your passion though?
That
Like,
was my passion, English teaching. in
No,
Mexico.
behavioral economists.
I'm sorry. Yes.
behavioral
Ina be-
economist.
At the time,
got
very
it.
much so. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I mean, aside from comedy, I mean, I love comedy as well. Obviously, I wouldn't.
Comes from his
pursue this
Jewish
further.
roots, dude. How do we get people to spend more money?
Yeah,
yeah, then he decided to become
Sorry.
a comic and
Slightly
quite
racist.
The opposite.
that's fine. That's fine. You're not wrong. Potentially, I don't know.
Okay. So these are short, fun segments that where we gonna ask you words in Turkish, and we'll ask you to guess the meaning. So the first word we are asking is belediye. What do you think it
Belediye?
means? Yeah,
Belediye.
belediye.
I'm gonna say donkey fucker.
Close.
Close. Yes.
What is it?
It's more like a human fucker. It
That
means-
exists here.
No, it means municipality. That I was making.
Municipality, okay.
I was making a joke, but yeah, maybe it wasn't right.
I'm sorry. I was trying to make a joke, but maybe it wasn't right. It was very nice. Very nice.
I might have offended some people.
So
Some
okay,
belediye
so
workers.
immediately he went to donkey fucking for the.
Second word I'm asking is mukavemet.
Mukavemet.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oof.
Oh,
For some reason, the only thing that comes to my mind as soon as you said that was the African dictator Mugabe. For some reason, so I'm guessing it has to be with some kind of intercultural connection between Turkey and this African dictator.
Donkey dictator. What? That's your guess.
No, I'm gonna say it means. Green tea. Not funny.
Well, it means resistance, endurance.
Ooh.
Whoa.
You didn't even know. What
I
it
didn't
means.
even know.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you know before? Did you know?
No.
Say it again, Murat. Say it again.
Yes, I knew, of course.
No, say the word again.
Mukavemet.
Ooh.
Can't resist that, can you?
Okay, the last word I'm asking is Hakan.
Hakan?
Yes,
It's just a name.
but it has a meaning.
It has a name? The name itself has a meaning.
You know
okay.
many Hakans probably.
I know a couple, yeah,
From
yeah.
Germany, probably. Yeah.
Yes, and so my appropriate guess would be donkey fucker. That's what I mean.
Don't get biased by the Hakans, you know.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing it's a name that comes from Muslim religion. I'm guessing, does it have a meaning within sort of, or is it older than that?
Older than that.
Older
It's
than
more from Turkic languages, I think.
Okay,
It
okay.
means ruler. Maybe you know the
Ruler.
word Khan.
Oh, Khan, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hakan. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hakan.
Makes perfect
Khan
sense.
is coming from Hakan.
Ah, okay. It's showing your Mongolian roots. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Well done.
All right. So,
Okay, so
Take
zero.
notes.
0 out of 3.
we're gonna ask you
It's not
to
the first time I've
tell us-
failed at a test.
tell us German words. Yes. Ask us 3 German words now.
Oh,
See
I'm
if
telling
we
you a
can
German
guess.
word, and you see
Yeah.
if you can guess what it means.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about Eselsliebhaber?
Azizli Paba. Pabar.
Zizli Papa.
Azizli Pabar.
Zizli
It means that
Papa.
your insurance got rejected because you're
You're close. The reason why would be important in this case.
Zizli Papa.
Did you say Papa?
Leave me alone, Daddy.
Almost, depending on your point of view. It means donkey lover.
Oh.
Because we're romantics.
Damn.
We're romantics.
yeah,
We're
yes.
romantics. So how about this word? Finanzamts Zweigstelle.
Finance and commerce.
No. But
Finance
close. Obviously,
and-
first one is finance because that's
Finanzamtspakteller.
Am Spagteller?
Zweigstelle. Is what I said.
Zweigsteller.
Schwachsteller?
Did you say Schwarz?
Finance and economy. No.
No,
Finance and... It's finance something.
it's finance something. That's true.
Accountant.
Accountant? No.
Behavioral economist.
No.
Whoa.
That would've been a good guess, though. Good guess. No.
Financial advisor. Finance.
Getting homeless because of tax reasons.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
What does it mean?
So it's the subsidiary of a tax office.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Zweigstelle basically just means it's a subsidiary, so it's not the main
Mhm.
office. It's a subsidiary.
Great.
And
Exciting word.
Finanzamt is... I'm German, what can I do? It's a tax office. So there you go.
Oh my
Do you want an
god.
exciting word? Here's the thing. I can't give you sort of any exciting, for instance, like most languages, the most exciting words, specifically for us as comics, obviously are swear words. And for anybody else, not just for comics. The swear words are the most interesting, most fun words in pretty much any language. The problem is, in Germany, swear words are really, really weak. They're lame. It's something like idiot or Dummkopf, which means just stupid head.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. But that's the cool thing. Like, the further east, the further
Yeah.
south you go, you know, the more general-based the insults are, and the more they involve other family members.
Swear
It's
words
great.
are really
Insult us
creative.
then.
Give me a good.
Turkish swear words are really
word in
creative
Turkish.
also.
Ananın amına çam diktim git topla kozalakları var.
Oh, say that one again. That one's great.
Ananın amına çam diktim git topla kozalakları.
It's a long
Oh.
one. Jesus Christ. You can feel the passion. The fact that you went to,
It's a
I'm gonna
story.
say a
It's a
whole
story.
thing just to insult you means how much
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate you.
Söyle.
So what was it again?
Oof.
Allah
I heard
canımı
Allah,
alsın,
so it definitely has to do with God.
ölmüşlerini
Yeah.
siksem.
What was it? Say that. Can
I
you
wish
repeat
that
what he said?
I wish that Allah would kill me so that I could go and fuck your deceased.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Because again, in the Balkans, there's a lot of there's a very general base, and always involves family members. There's one about
Someone's
where-
getting fucking somewhere in some hole.
precisely.
Somehow.
A lot of times it's parents. Sometimes they're dead, which is always nice. Like
Exactly.
if you're fucking like relatives' corpses of because of how much you hate somebody else, at some point you're like, this is really not about your beef with this person. This is really just about you and your proclivities. This has nothing to do with this beef.
Yeah.
Probably listen to too much Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Is that a band here?
Oh my god, that's
Getting
a band.
affirmation of your king of fucking dead people.
Mainly that's what
What's
the songs
the
are
third
about.
word?
Oh, the
Give
third
us
word.
another word.
I was hoping you would forget about this stupid shtick, but okay. How about schleppen? It's a Yiddish word. German and Yiddish.
Schleppen?
Mhm.
Going
Schleppen.
somewhere?
No.
Sleeping?
Walking? Sleeping?
Slapping?
Slapping? No.
Masturbating?
Masturbating. Ooh, that's good. I like that. No.
Oh.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea? No. It's a verb. It's an
Schleppen.
activity.
Doing
I'll
something.
give you that.
Walking.
It is doing something,
jumping,
yes.
Swimming.
Swimming, it's not
Sleeping.
swimming. No.
Showering.
No.
Peeling.
Jumping off a cliff.
No, it means that you're carrying something heavy. You're schlepping something like
Oh,
that.
you're schlepping. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They use that in English, actually.
'cause it's
They
a
let
Yiddish word.
Schlep,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Schlep that.
Okay.
You're right.
So on our next segment,
I approve.
everybody who is excited about this, I'm gonna show you a Turkish joke, and I'm gonna ask you to
Do you
guess,
still approve?
guess the meaning.
I approve. I approve.
Okay.
Şu cırcır böceği sesini hepimiz duyuyor muyuz? Tamam, okey. Tamam. Aynı yerde olduğumuzu bilmek sevindirici yani. Çünkü çok garip bir şey oluyor. Yani gülünmeden anlarda böyle hani o zaten şakaya gülünmedi efekti ya bu. Hani bizi sikmek için mi koydunuz bunu hani? Amına koyayım yoga Pırk, 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 pırk. Oğlum bu gerçekten cırcır böceği mi?
At first, I thought he was talking about how in different areas they don't accept cash because he said efectivo or something like that. So it was a story, I thought he was talking about cash and people don't accept it. But then he said yoga, and I was like, oh, we're talking about a yoga studio in Afghanistan. Okay, I get it. We're talking about yoga terrorists. I get it. I don't know why this is so relevant to Turkish culture, but
Oh, maybe I
get it.
opened from the beginning.
O kadar
Maybe.
büyük katılımlı sahnelerde çıkma imkanımız olmuyor. O yüzden ayağınıza sağlık. Şu cırcır böceği sesini hepimiz duyuyor muyuz?
So the thing
yeah, that
is,
helped. Thank
Nerede? Nerede çekim onu biliyor
you.
musun?
I was gonna say that helped me a lot. Just
yeah,
watching
no.
that again.
Where?
You suddenly know Turkish now.
I went into Turkish. Where is it being filmed?
Izmir.
Okay, and it's real.
Yes.
The sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
sounds are
did you
real? What?
notice cricket
Mhm.
sounds?
I gave you a clue.
Oh, I didn't notice cricket sounds actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Do it
why
again.
I opened it
oh,
again.
was it? That's what he later said like.
Yes,
Okay, I
yes.
got it. Can you play that again? Sorry, I really didn't hear that.
Tamam, okey. Tamam. Aynı yerde olduğumuzu bilmek sevindirici yani. Çünkü çok garip bir şey oluyor. Yani gülünmeden anlarda böyle hani o zaten şakaya gülünmedi efekti ya bu. Hani bizi sikmek için mi koydunuz bunu?
Was it cricket? I still didn't hear it.
Amına koyayım yoga Pırk, 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 pırk. Oğlum bu gerçekten cırcır böceği mi? Siz cırcır böceklerini
So that happened. That there was an actual
It's real.
cricket in the room. So like,
So it was an open air room,
that's the
and there
ventilation.
were crickets outside. Constantly hearing cricket sounds, and this guy is
that's
making
funny.
joke about like cricket sound is already a sound effect for bad jokes, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying, is this for trolling us? Like every time nobody laughs, the bad sound effect is already there. So this was
Exactly.
this.
Every time it's silent, there's like the crickets.
Yeah, I wish I should do that for some shows. Like for open mics, you need to have like on a soundboard, you need to have some cricket sounds.
Yeah, roast battles we used to use them. So on this part, we're gonna watch a joke together, and we'll try to improve the joke.
Okay. Is it also going to be in Turkish?
No, this time it's in English.
Is it the same guy? No.
No.
wish you had PTSD. I think PTSD is a white privilege, to be honest, because in order to have PTSD, you need to be post-trauma. It's called a post-traumatic stress disorder. Iranians, we're mid-trauma, 24/7. The trauma doesn't even end for us to have the post-traumatic.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, this is it. So what we do is that usually we try to put an afterthought tagline, like a bunch
Right.
of comics are in the room. Maybe try to come up with a follow-up joke. Aslı, do you have anything?
I'm thinking, I wish I had PTSD, post
Like maybe there might be some puns there.
trauma.
PTSD, post-trauma. They're mid-trauma all the time, Iranians, and
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the same thing where post means like postal things,
yes,
like the post office?
yes.
Post is the mail essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you can do something about sort of how
Post.
the trauma is
yeah.
being delivered. You know,
Nice.
like
Mhm.
post-traumatic stress disorder
yeah.
in terms of
Mhm.
your trauma is being delivered. It's handed down from generation, one
Mhm.
slap at a time, something like that.
That's
Mm.
nice.
Good ideas, good ideas.
To our delivery post-traumatic disorder, Amazon.
Delivering the post via
Trauma now.
a
Trauma
bomb.
now.
Yeah,
post.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like something on just combining some of the Iranian heritage with what kind of trauma we're talking about specifically.
Can you tell us a joke in German?
A joke in German. I can tell you one of those sort of classic jokes in German.
Does it have to be one of his or just a random one?
It can be a folk joke.
Yeah, I'll do one of those exactly because it's one that I use as an English translation. Even my act, because I've got a bit about. I mean, you saw yesterday. I got a bit about sort of German humor, to sort of illustrate what's funny to a German. So I'll tell you a joke. You'll recognize it because you've heard it yesterday, but in English. And then I'll translate. I'll tell you the German version, and I'll translate it for your viewers later. So it's alle stehen an der Klippe, außer Peter, der läuft noch einen Meter.
You got
Such a
it?
fake fucking laugh.
Sounds hilarious.
Everybody stayed
It's
in
in the
vehicle.
monotonic delivery. That's how German comedy is done. Sorry. What?
Everyone stayed in the wagon, and Peter didn't.
No.
Peter's wife fucked the rest.
Well, what's your guess? What do you think this is about?
Say it again. Say it again.
Okay. Jeder steht an der Klippe, außer Peter, der läuft noch einen Meter.
My grandma took my toe clipper,
Mm-hmm.
therefore my grandfather is angry.
Absolutely. You got it. You nailed it. How did you? So you didn't only live in London, you lived in Germany as well? Good. Okay, I'll translate it. So everybody stands at the cliff except for Peter, who walks another meter.
Oh,
Mm.
That's German comedy for
and
you.
dies.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
exactly.
remember the follow-up joke now.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody has to die for Germans to laugh.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, we are approaching to the end slowly.
Already.
All right, we have a couple of weird trade-off questions for you, Chris.
Go for it.
You're gonna make 10 times more money than what you do right now, but you
Thank
have
you.
to live in Turkey.
Wait, hold on.
10
Uh,
times
d-
more money in euros
Hold
or
on.
what?
Hold on. Do I have to
Just
like? Do
generally.
I have to be by
Directly.
myself, or can I bring my family with me?
You can, of course.
No,
You
then
can-
no.
you
Then
can
no.
bring
Then
your
no. Then no. No way. No. No deal.
He's like, if I'm gonna get the money, I want to spend it myself, right?
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
letting your wife and kids benefit.
All right, I'm making a note here.
Make a note. He's not.
He loves himself.
Oh yeah, that wasn't obvious so far. Yes. Yes.
Put the kids up for adoption immediately.
That's how he makes the money, actually. That's even part
Yes.
of the question. He sells the kids.
I make money one kid at a time.
All right.
I call it comedy.
Another question for you is that you are going to open for Louis C.K. On a 20,000 people arena, but you're gonna piss your pants. Do you accept?
Wait, will I piss my pants or will he piss on my pants? Like, do I have to go? Are my trousers wet because he jizzed on them? Or is it? This is like
Well, whatever you did in the backstage, it's not.
that's not the concern of
not-
this hypothetical. Okay.
Is he pissing himself while he's performing?
Yeah,
Yes,
good question.
but it's hilarious. Everybody's.
Oh, everybody loves it. Oh, definitely. Yeah, no
Yeah.
question.
Okay. If
Easy,
it's hilarious.
easy.
I can shit my pants. Also, vomit on stage.
Whatever works, dude.
What about
Whatever
violent
works.
diarrhea? Violent diarrhea while you're on your violent diarrhea. It's
But
like
it's hilarious.
I'll repeat myself. Whatever works.
okay, good. But it's hilarious
Whatever-
then.
Whatever
Fine.
works.
That's a great plus on the.
This is we talked about classic. This is classic German comedy now. Just people having violent diarrhea. On stage. This is
Okay.
instant classic. Yeah.
Final question I have is that in exchange for 10 million euros, will you change your legal name to Günterinho Schnitzelburger?
'First
10
of all,
million euros.
First of all, that's an
Yes.
anti-Semitic question. Number one. I mean, I don't have the most Semitic name to begin with, but this is just over the line, my friend. No. No, for 10 million, sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah, why not? I would do it. Günterinho Schnitzelburger. It's just
I mean,
the rolls off the tongue.
think about it this way. I mean, I'm assuming we're talking about legal change, like changing your name legally, right? I mean, you can always have a stage
You
name.
can take it back.
No, you
can have
can
a
take it
stage
back.
name.
You can have a stage name.
Yeah.
Like nobody needs to know your real name.
Okay, so put it
So-
down low morals.
Okay. Immediately found the
Don't you
loophole.
Exactly.
Don't you normally only invite comics? Like, how is this? How is this surprising to any of you? Low morals.
Okay. So the final bit before the evaluation
Oh, this is a
that
whole bit now. Okay, go on.
random Wikipedia presentation.
Okay.
What's gonna happen is that we're gonna. You said you are a behavioral.
Why do you keep using the word if you
Economist.
can't fucking pronounce it? Just use a
Economist,
different
alright.
word.
All right, economist. behavioral. Be-
Behavioral
Slapping the table.
nom.
Yes, that's me.
behavioral economist.
I'm changing my name legally to that. Whatever he's saying, that's my new name now.
So I'm gonna click on a random article,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna explain it like it is related to behavioral economist. behavioral economy.
I love that in your version there was the word royal in it, which is good because it was in England. So.
All right, I clicked on it, and this is it.
Stan, for sure. Am I supposed to read this first, or I'm just explaining from the headline?
Just the title.
Just
yeah.
from the title. So Stan Fougeroux is a French person who invented cheese. It's the famous Fougeroux. He's the famous Fougeroux cheese. It's the type of cheese that you wouldn't know about. This is the type of cheese that sort of builds up in your foreskin.
Ooh, I've
And
tried
Stan-
Fougeroux.
Fougeroux.
Yeah.
That's why it's in the end it's ooh. You have a bit of fouge, and then you go ooh. It's like you need to wash your cheese, my man. Yes, and Stan was the person who invented this. He came up with this. He was the first person. He actually invented the foreskin. Stan is the man who invented the foreskin. Before this, it was all just chopped off.
And
then
cheese makes you spend
And-
more money. Is that how?
Yeah, exactly. You've
Well,
got
this
to.
is money related.
It's got to be. You've got to comment from the perspective of.
from a perspective of a
yeah,
behavioral economist.
Exactly.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes, he actually, due to the fact that he created the first foreskin in the world, he came up with a theory what would happen if people would attach these foreskins to their penises. Because he thought this would revolutionize the oldest profession in the world, prostitution. Because he would think, because of this lovely foreskin, there's going to be so many more male prostitutes. Because he thought, women, they're going to taste, they want to have a taste of this. He was wrong, by the way. This theory was resoundingly rejected.
He started his research, but then
Yeah.
All right.
didn't go too far.
No.
Wow, that was very insightful. We got
Tasty.
to know Stan Fougeroux.
I don't even know if you pronounce his name like that, but yeah, sure.
Fougeroux.
All right.
Ah.
Evaluation process. Finally, let's see if Chris is fit to do comedy in Turkey.
Yeah.
I'm gathering my points here. He's getting 8.5 out of 10 from me. He's welcome to Turkey. To do
Good
the
job.
shows.
Good job. 8.5 is pretty good.
How many
Well-
of these evaluations have you done so far?
6.
6. Okay.
And
Right.
you have the highest score.
I have the highest score.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Where the other? Hold on. Where are the other people from?
Romania.
We had one from
All over the
United States
Okay.
and
Okay. No surprise there.
Italian guy
that's
and
cool.
also
Lebanese.
Lebanese guy. Yes.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Very international. I love it.
Iranian,
Iranian as well. Okay.
Pakistan, from Pakistan as well.
Was Iranian talking about the post-traumatic stress disorder? Or
Yeah, probably
Yes.
him, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
he was. But yeah,
that was them. Fantastic.
it was great to know you, Chris. Thank
Oh,
you so much
Thank
for
you so much
doing
for
this.
having me on. I
This
appreciate
was
it.
the end of the episode. Another Passport Comedy Podcast, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I was Murat.
I was Asla.
And
That was Chris. Hey.
until next time, thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.